Welcome back to my weekly Everyone Can Win newsletter. I'm Jason Pearl, and in 5 minutes or less, I'm going to share knowledge with you that I've gained over my 20 plus years in leading businesses and leading people to success. This newsletter is focused on all things leadership, growth, and entrepreneurship. Today, we're going to be talking about something that if you turn on the news, everyone's talking about: underperformance. What I wanted to specifically touch on today is leading through underperformance and leading underperforming teams. Over the course of the past few weeks, I have spoken to a number of both clients and other business owners and people within those businesses that are really struggling in the first couple months of 2023. So what I wanted to do today is give you a few actionable items that you could go back and work on with your teams. The first thing you need to do if you happen to be the leader of an underperforming team, you need to get to the root as to why your team is underperforming. Is it a singular person within your team that's dragging everyone down? Is it something outside of your control? What is the reason that you are underperforming? You need to identify it. Once you do this, you'll be able to go on to the next step, which is understanding what the actual goal was and where you're at today and why you were underperforming. For example, what was the goal? How is it communicated? Were you as a leader communicating properly as to what is expected and what needs to be done? Oftentimes when I'm looking at underperforming teams, when I'm consulting with businesses, I find that there was a communication breakdown of the goal or the expectation of what needed to happen. That may not be the problem that you're dealing with today, but either way, you need to make sure that you, as of right now, grab a hold and make sure that you get proper alignment on what the goals are. So you need to effectively manage on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis what is expected of you as the leader and what is expected of your team members. The next step is you need to get into the nitty-gritty of the process. What is the process today? And what needs to adjust to ensure that you're able to build a process or update the process to fix the underperformance within your team. Teams fail oftentimes because they don't understand where to spend the value side of their time. You need to make sure you're clear and you communicate what needs to happen. If you want to move fast to fix this problem, you need to make sure that you've built a smooth process so that your team can effectively and quickly change direction to ensure that you're going to have success. Another step in this process is to make sure that you are having some level of a talent assessment. Ask your team to assess what they need more out of you, and then you can also tell them what you're expecting, what you need more out of them. You need to sit down, have an open and honest conversation, both as a team as well as individuals. All of us can improve, no matter if you're on the top of the mountain or you're the bottom of the valley. We can all do better in our roles. So get thick skin, make sure that you're open and honest and you're not defending your actions, but you're clearly listening to what your team needs out of you to ensure that you both can move forward to improve. And then finally, you need to get alignment on taking action. Make sure you are clear on the steps to turn this underperformance around. Taking action is an immediate thing that needs to happen, but in addition to it, you need to make sure that you're taking action with a time frame so people understand that this isn't something that can maybe be turned around overnight, but something that is going to take consistent effort on a daily basis to ensure that you can turn this around. You need to stop talking about what you're going to do, and you need to start doing those things that are going to help you be a much more effective performer and a much more effective leader. You need to be clear and you need to get moving. Pull your sleeves up, get dirty with your team, and find out what is going on so you can start to fix the problem. If you've enjoyed this newsletter, I'd appreciate it if you maybe make a comment on YouTube, but most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. And if you would be so kind, share this with a friend that you think would find this very valuable. Thanks for joining today and looking forward to talking to you next week. Until next time, I'm out. Much love.